If you ask me about Malcolm Brogdon, I'd probably tell you that's a good player. That's a really good hooper. He's a dog, and he probably is still a good hooper just in his driveway now. Peace out. I'm Malcolm Brogdon, and I am retiring from basketball. Here's a statement right here. We'll get right into it in a second, but Malcolm Brogdon was set to sign with New York. He was already on the team playing preseason games and all that good stuff, and then he had announced his retirement from the NBA for whatever reason. Malcolm Brogdon, he can still hoop. He's still a really good player. He had some knick-knack injuries. I think he had surgery for his thumb last season, but it wasn't like he had some incredible injury history like Joel Embiid or some other player where injuries just took him completely out of the NBA. It wasn't anything like that, but he decided for whatever reason he thinks it's time to hang it up and it's time to retire. And he was a hooper. You can do what you want, Malcolm Brogdon. We all wish you the best, bro. But he was only 32 years old when he retired, so he's still a young man. I think that's cool for Brogdon, honestly, to go ahead and retire. You don't have to destroy your body if you play in the NFL or the NBA. You don't have to just keep on going and keep on going until you can barely walk as an older man. There are some players that think about their life after basketball, and I have no problem with that. But Brogdon still had plenty of basketball left in him. He probably could have played 5 more years and still been hooping with his skill set. But he decides he wants to hang it up. But in the 18-19 season, Malcolm Brogdon, he did have a 50-40-90 season. So there's not a lot of guys that are capable of doing that at any point in their entire career. So that's really impressive from Malcolm Brogdon. He was the rookie of the year when he came into the NBA. So he does have that rookie of the year under his belt. He was the sixth man of the year. I think that was 2023 when he was the sixth man of the year. So it wasn't like he retired because he wasn't good at basketball or something like that. He just decided, it's time for me to retire. Here's Malcolm Brogdon's official statement. It says, "Today I officially begin my transition out of my basketball career. I have proudly given my mind, body, and spirit to the game over the last few decades. With the many sacrifices it took to get here, I have received many rewards. I am deeply grateful to have arrived to this point on my own terms, and now to be able to reap the benefits of my career with my friends and family." Our boy Malcolm Brogdon, he made $132 million across his career. He is good. His kids are good. His kids' are probably good. And, good for you, bro. Get the bag and get the hell out of there. Like I said again, you don't have to beat the shit out of your knees and your hips and your elbows and just be some fucking old ass guy that can barely walk from all the basketball you played. You don't have to do that. Brogdon, I want to say he won a championship with the Bucks. I have to double check that, but I think he did. So I mean, you have your rookie of the year, you win sixth man of the year, you have a championship under your belt, you have 132 M's in your pocket. Peace out, dude. I'm out of here. Thank you for the opportunity, NBA. I'm not mad at the man at all. I have another statement from our boy Malcolm Brogdonian. Here's his other statement. After 9 seasons, Malcolm Brogdon decides to retire from basketball. Again, right here in 2017, he was the Rookie of the Year. 2023, he was the sixth Man of the Year. That was just 2 years ago. Again, he had his 50-40-90 season, 2018-19. Only 32 years old, so it was not like he was declining in basketball or his numbers were going down. His scoring was a bit down last season because he didn't play as many games as he usually does. He had that thumb surgery and he missed some time. But his NBA career, he was 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He was a 39% three-point shooter for his NBA career. He was set. He was already basically signed with the Knicks and ready to go. He was already playing preseason for them, and he was set to back up Miles McBride. Miles McBride is the backup point guard for Jalen Brunson. Miles McBride is a solid player. He's not as good as Malcolm Brogdon is, though, and Malcolm Brogdon coming in and just having a 40% three-point shooter, solid defender, just really high basketball IQ guy, and Malcolm Brogdon would have been an upgrade for the Knicks, and they'd still have Miles McBride, so it's not like he would be going anywhere. But, adding Malcolm Brogdon and having him back up Jalen Brunson at the point guard would have been an upgrade over Miles McBride. Not to hate on the boy Miles, it just would have been an upgrade, though. So, we're going to miss Malcolm Brogdon. Whenever I first heard this, the first thing I thought is, how old is that man? Because I thought he was young. He is young. He's only 32 years old. But like I said before, it's not really it's not really our place to tell guys, oh, you got to keep playing in the NBA. You can still play good basketball. You better keep playing. Why would you quit so early when you still have good years of basketball to play? But back to my point, he doesn't have to beat the shit out of his body for 5 more years, however many more years we think he should play in the NBA. He got his $132 million, and peace out, Girl Scout. I'm not mad at Malcolm Brogdon for making that move and going ahead and retiring. But awesome career for Malcolm Brogdon again. He shot 39% from the three ball line for his entire career. So needless to say, he could have cranked out another 5 6 years. He could have played till he was 37, 38, just with how great his 3 point shot is and how good his basketball IQ is. And it's just kind of sad, honestly. It's kind of sad Malcolm Brogdon won't be playing anymore because he had a lot of good years left in his body. But I can't hate on the decision. Only he knows how his body feels. We don't know exactly how things are feeling for him. And regardless of his body, let's say his body feels fine. You're 32 years old. You're still a young man with 132 million in your pocket. Maybe you thought, dude, I want to spend these younger years with my family more. I don't know if Brogdon has kids, but if he does, I want to see my kids grow up and spend more time with my kids. I want to go travel the world and just be with my family and just step away from basketball. Again, only 9 seasons in the NBA, and Brogdon's out of there. I want to say he played. I want to say he played overseas, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But again, peace out, Malcolm Brogdon. Thank you so much for your services to the NBA. You've been a great player. You were great on the Bucks, and you could have still made a big impact on any other NBA team. But it's not our place to say where players should and should not retire. So again, thank you again for your services, Malcolm Brogdon. We wish you the best in your exploits and whatever you look to do outside of basketball now that you're retired. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7 million subscribers. Please let me know what you think about Malcolm Brogdon's decision, and just let me know if you think we're going to be seeing more of this where players retire a little bit earlier than they have to just because, there's more to life than basketball. But we'll see y'all next time. Peace.